The pursuit of happiness often confronts us with unexpected challenges, one of which can be psychological manipulation. This phenomenon, often veiled and complex, is present in various spheres of our lives, from personal relationships to professional and spiritual contexts. Imagine the surprise upon discovering that the biggest obstacle to your fulfillment and contentment might not be an external force, but something or someone very close to you. Psychological manipulation, this subtle game of power and influence, can manifest in various forms and through different people. Be it a partner, a superior at work, a friend, a spiritual leader, or even within ourselves. This form of abuse, although often ignored or underestimated, is a real and present danger. Manipulators, masters of the art of persuasion and deceit, use diverse tactics to achieve their selfish goals, often camouflaged in gestures of kindness or support. They play with our fears, desires, and vulnerabilities, guiding us, without our realizing, to a path that benefits only them. According to recent research, the prevalence of this practice is alarming. About 70% of people have been the target of psychological manipulation at some point in their lives, while 30% admit to having exercised such influence over others. This data is a worrying reflection of the dynamics of power and control that permeate our social interactions. Awareness of this reality is crucial for personal development and the pursuit of genuine happiness. Recognizing the existence and forms of psychological manipulation is the first step to protect oneself and cultivate healthier and more authentic relationships. It is important to remember that, at the heart of Stoic philosophy, is the understanding that true freedom and happiness come from within, from control over our own thoughts and actions, not from external circumstances or the influence of others. Thus, the journey in search of well-being and personal development involves not only seeking positive environments and relationships, but also introspection and constant vigilance over the influences around us. By recognizing and resisting psychological manipulation, we pave the way for a more authentic life aligned with our deepest values. Friedrich Nietzsche's perspective on human nature, illustrated by the metaphor of a rope stretched over an abyss, reflects the constant tension between our instinctual origins and the aspiration to something higher, the Übermensch or Superman. This image captures the essence of the human journey, a continuous search for meaning, overcoming, and transformation, with fear often acting as a crucial catalyst in this process. Fear, as Nietzsche suggests, is a powerful force that can propel us forward or hold us back, to grow or to contract. It lies at the heart of many of our decisions and actions, profoundly influencing our life paths. In the context of psychological manipulation, fear often plays a central role, whether as a tool used by manipulators to control and dominate, or as a feeling that paralyzes us and prevents us from seeing the true nature of our relationships and circumstances. However, despite the fear and challenges we face, it is possible to protect oneself and combat psychological manipulation. This video aims to offer strategies and insights to develop such protection. We will discuss methods to strengthen self-awareness, self-confidence, and emotional resilience. Additionally, we will talk about how to cultivate healthy relationships and identify signs of manipulation in its various forms. By better understanding our own fears, vulnerabilities, and strengths, we can equip ourselves to face not only manipulators, but also our internal challenges. This involves learning to recognize our patterns of thought and behavior, establishing healthy boundaries, and practicing assertiveness. Furthermore, it is essential to seek support in trustworthy communities, be they friendships, family, or professional support groups. This journey, though challenging, is enriching and essential to achieve a state of greater freedom and authenticity. By freeing ourselves from the clutches of manipulation and the fear it incites, we move closer to Nietzsche's vision of the Superman, an existence marked by strength, autonomy, and above all, the true freedom to be who we really are. In our video, we start with a deeply relevant and often overlooked theme: psychological manipulation. The goal is to equip you with the necessary tools to identify and protect yourself against these harmful tactics. The first step is crucial: recognizing the warning signs. Often these signs can be subtle and easily overlooked, but they are crucial indicators that something is not right in your interactions or relationships. We will cover the 9 most common red flags that signal you might be subjected to a form of psychological manipulation. These signs range from changes in behavior to feelings of doubt and confusion. Besides identifying these signs, we will also discuss effective strategies for self-protection. This includes strengthening your self-esteem, assertiveness, and critical thinking, essential skills to defend against manipulation. Moreover, we will emphasize the importance of distancing yourself from toxic people or situations that can harm your emotional and mental well-being. This video is not just informative, but also transformative. By watching it to the end, you are taking a significant step towards cultivating inner strength and protection in your life. I assure you that this will be one of the most impactful and enlightening experiences you will have, marking a moment of change and empowerment. If you want to delve deeper into how to protect and grow personally, I invite you to continue watching. Have you ever found yourself in a context where apparent love was actually a disguise for selfish interests? Have you been surprised to realize how people or institutions were shaping your thoughts, emotions, or actions in an almost imperceptible manner? Or perhaps you have felt the weight of psychological manipulation, resulting in a decrease in your self-esteem, confidence, or sense of freedom. If you identify with these situations, know that you are not alone. Psychological manipulation is an insidious and widespread reality affecting individuals in all spheres of life, whether in the family, at work, in romantic relationships, in society, in politics, in religion, or in other settings. This form of abuse, often disguised under the facade of care or concern, has the potential to cause significant damage to our mental health and emotional well-being. Recognizing that psychological manipulation is a common and harmful problem is the first step in protecting oneself against it. By understanding how these dynamics work and how they can manifest in different areas of our lives, we become better equipped to identify and confront these challenges. This knowledge is crucial in regaining control over our own lives, restoring the self-esteem, confidence, and freedom that may have been compromised by these negative experiences. Manipulators use a range of sophisticated and often imperceptible strategies to achieve their goals. These tactics include inducing guilt, minimizing personal conflicts, making unfavorable comparisons, delaying gratifications, distorting reality, using euphemisms, presenting problems unilaterally, demonstrating hypocrisy, and, in extreme cases, blaming the victim. These techniques are skillfully disguised, making it difficult for the victim to recognize and defend against the manipulation. Baruch Spinoza's observation about the monarchical regime illustrates how deception can be woven into power structures, using religion or other institutions to control people through fear. This historical example underscores the importance of being aware of how manipulation can be incorporated into different aspects of society. Philip K. Dick, in turn, emphasized the manipulation of language as a key tool for altering reality. By controlling the meaning of words, a manipulator can exert significant influence over how people perceive and interact with the world around them. This is a powerful technique as it changes the essence of how information is received and processed. Despite these alarming realities, it is important to know that there are effective ways to protect oneself against psychological manipulation. Throughout this video, we will explore practical strategies to strengthen your mental and emotional resilience. We will learn how to identify these manipulative tactics and how to build a solid defense against them. This knowledge not only protects us, but also empowers us, allowing us to live with greater authenticity and freedom. Let's embark on this journey of self-awareness and protection together to shield ourselves against psychological abuse. In this video, we embark on an essential journey to recognize the warning signs of psychological manipulation. This knowledge is vital for understanding when something is not right in our interactions and relationships. We will explore 9 clear signs that may indicate you're being manipulated. These signs range from subtle changes in behavior to deeper feelings of insecurity and doubt. After identifying these signs, the next step is to strengthen your self-esteem, assertiveness, and critical thinking ability. These are fundamental skills that act as a shield against manipulation attempts. When you are confident in yourself and your perceptions, it becomes much harder for others to influence your decisions or emotions. Furthermore, it's crucial to learn how to distance yourself from toxic people or situations that may be harming your well-being. In this video, we provide guidance on how to identify these harmful environments and how to effectively and safely disengage from them. For those looking to deepen their understanding and improve their well-being and personal growth, this video is an indispensable resource. And there's more. At the end, we will share a special piece of information that only those who watch until the end will comprehend. This revelation will be extremely valuable and have a significant impact on your journey of self-development. This channel is dedicated to people like you who aim to be victorious in all aspects of life. We promote independent thinking, autonomous decision-making, and the pursuit of living the life you aspire to. If you identify with our values and are looking for content that inspires and educates, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Join us on this journey of discovery and personal empowerment. If you're enjoying this, don't miss out on the opportunity. Purchase the ebook now, Stoicism in the 21st Century, Ancient Strategies for Modern Challenges, and unlock your prosperity, abundance, and improve your relationships with this ebook. Link in the pinned comment. The use of guilt as a tool in psychological manipulation is indeed a powerful and often covert tactic. Manipulators skillfully employ this strategy to shape the reactions and behaviors of others, often so subtly that the victim barely realizes what's happening. Induced guilt acts like shackles, paralyzing the person and leading them to meet unjust demands or to sacrifice their own needs and desires, all in the name of the perceived well-being of others. This dynamic creates a significant imbalance in relationships. The affected person often finds themselves unable to truly express their feelings and needs, being led to believe that their reactions and emotions are exaggerated or unfounded. This state of constant emotional invalidation can have long-term detrimental consequences, including the erosion of self-esteem and sense of identity. Furthermore, the minimization of personal conflicts is an extension of this manipulation and can begin from an early age. Phrases like, "It's not that big of a deal," "You're overreacting," or "That's not a real problem," are classic examples of this tactic. While they may seem like harmless comments on the surface, they have a profound power to invalidate a person's emotions and experiences, leading them to question the validity and reality of their own feelings. This form of manipulation is insidious because it infiltrates the victim's psyche gradually and often imperceptibly. Over time, the person begins to doubt their ability to judge situations correctly, impairing their autonomy and confidence. It is crucial to recognize these patterns of manipulation to protect oneself and seek healthier and more balanced relationships. Constant comparison with others is a manipulation tactic that can deeply impact self-esteem. When we are continually measured against other people, It can lead to a decrease in self-evaluation, generating a feeling of inadequacy and discomfort. This type of manipulation, often ingrained in social and family interactions, feeds the belief that we will never be good enough or meet the standards imposed by comparison models. Elizabeth Gilbert's words underscore the importance of detaching oneself from these harmful comparisons. In an increasingly materialistic and competitive world, staying true to moral values and not getting swept up in the constant attempt to measure one's worth against others is essential for preserving mental health and authenticity. The manipulation of reality also occurs through the use of euphemisms. Soft or ambiguous words are employed to soften terms and lessen the impact of unfavorable situations. This communication strategy is often used to mask unpleasant or painful realities, such as replacing direct terms like layoffs with staff adjustments or budget cuts with fiscal measures. The goal is to soften the perception of something negative or controversial, influencing how people interpret and react to these situations. Moreover, the strategy of presenting a one-sided bias of problems is a common form of manipulation. This technique involves exposing only part of the story or a biased version of the facts, often with the aim of favoring one's own interests or harming the victim. By omitting relevant information, a distorted perception of reality is created, thus influencing people's decisions and opinions. It is vital to be aware of these tactics and actively seek a more complete and balanced understanding of the facts, especially in situations where the information presented seems incomplete or biased. These forms of manipulation can have a significant impact on how we perceive the world and make decisions. Therefore, it's crucial to develop the ability to recognize and resist these tactics to maintain the integrity of one's judgment and autonomy. The concept of seven, in reference to duality or duplicity, can be extended to understand one of the tactics of psychological manipulation: behavioral inconsistency. In this form of manipulation, an individual presents themselves in contradictory ways, adapting their behavior according to the situation to project an image that may not be genuine. This approach emphasizes the importance of aligning verbal communication and behavior, highlighting the need for honesty and transparency in interpersonal relationships. To confront this form of manipulation, it is essential to remain steadfast in one's principles and values, avoiding being influenced by the incoherence of others. The pursuit of authenticity and congruence in our interactions is a crucial step in protecting oneself against manipulation. Another manipulation technique involves role reversal, where the affected person is accused of being the cause of their own victimization. This strategy is an attempt to evade responsibility and justify abusive behaviors, resulting in confusion and distortion of reality. These manipulation tactics can be subtle and insidious, making them challenging to identify and combat. However, the development of critical awareness, along with the practice of authentic communication and behavior, are fundamental to not becoming a victim of these psychological games. The ability to recognize and respond appropriately to these strategies can not only protect personal integrity, but also promote healthier and more respectful relationships. The ideas of Soren Kierkegaard and Friedrich Nietzsche offer valuable perspectives in understanding manipulation and the pursuit of truth. Kierkegaard, an existentialist philosopher, emphasized the importance of authenticity and individuality. He believed that living authentically, avoiding deceitful or false behaviors, was essential to not becoming a victim of manipulation. According to Kierkegaard, authenticity involves a deep commitment to one's values and beliefs, even in the face of external pressures. This stance is crucial in resisting manipulation, as when we are firm in our principles, it becomes more difficult for others to negatively influence us. On the other hand, Friedrich Nietzsche, known for his critique of traditional morality and his explorations of power and freedom, highlighted the importance of expanding our knowledge and appreciating the essential beauty of life. For Nietzsche, confronting manipulation is not just about resisting external influence, but also about seeking a deeper understanding of the world and our place in it. He believed that by expanding our knowledge and questioning established norms and beliefs, we can achieve greater freedom and authenticity. Combining the perspectives of Kierkegaard and Nietzsche, we can see that protection against manipulation involves both fidelity to our internal values and the expansion of our understanding and perception of the world. This implies not only recognizing and resisting attempts at manipulation, but also actively seeking deeper knowledge and a richer appreciation of life. This holistic approach allows us not only to avoid being manipulated, but also to live a more fulfilling and authentic life. The Stoic philosophy, with its focus on wisdom, virtue, and control over emotions, echoes Martin Luther King Jr.'s message about the importance of seeking justice and truth, rather than yielding to manipulation and deceit. Stoicism teaches us the importance of living with integrity, valuing truth and seeking fairness, fundamental elements in the fight against manipulation. I hope the reflections and insights shared in this video, inspired by Stoicism, are valuable and applicable in your personal journey. Understanding the various forms of manipulation and strategies to combat them is a Stoic practice of self-protection and living a life guided by principles and purpose. Following Stoic teachings, the pursuit of truth and justice is a path that requires courage, self-control, and a firm adherence to your ethical values. By applying these Stoic principles, you not only preserve your personal integrity, but also contribute to a more just and upright world. Thank you for your dedication in watching this video. If the lessons were helpful, encourage others to explore the wisdom of Stoicism and continue growing in self-awareness and personal strength. Remember, with each step we take towards truth and justice, following the principles of Stoicism, we move towards a better and more balanced world. With the knowledge gained about manipulation and how to protect against it, it's natural to become curious about how these tactics might be used positively to influence and gain the admiration of those around you. However, it is important to remember that ethics and integrity are crucial in all interactions. Rather than using manipulation tactics, I encourage the application of Stoic principles in daily life. Stoicism teaches the value of virtue, self-control, and wisdom. By applying these principles, you can positively influence others through example, integrity, and mutual respect, instead of resorting to manipulations. The Stoic approach emphasizes the importance of acting with justice, self-knowledge, and resilience, which can naturally lead to respect and admiration from others. I invite everyone to explore how Stoicism can be integrated into everyday life and share your experiences in the comments. If you found this content useful and interesting, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. This helps to spread these valuable ideas to more people. And finally, stay with the Creator, always remembering the teachings and wisdom we discussed today.